this promises to be an up-tempo affair, Brent. Both teams aren't shy about getting out on the break.
I think about it, BA, are the coaches telling each of their teams tonight, look, as fast as we get out in transition, we have to do the same in terms of getting back in transition defense. Just slow them down 3 or 4 seconds to make them set up anything in the half-court offense, and ultimately that could win out here tonight.
Now here's Holiday. Pass to White. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort. Outside, Williams. Shot clock at 6. The 3. It doesn't go for him. Brown with some nice D. Throws it up high. And stolen by Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
Pass to Tatum. Great D that time from Holmgren.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
And here's Hartenstein. Left side, Williams. Shoots over Brown. Williams misses.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Up top, Tatum. Pass to Holiday. Back to Tatum. Nice move. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Textbook stuff from Holiday off the pick and roll. He comes around the screen and rewards the screener with the pass.
Screen by Holmgren. Dort outside. Pass to Williams. Shot clock at 5. For 3. Can't get it to drop. Celtics trail by 3. And last season, Brent, many believe that SGA was deserving of the MVP award.
Well, he made such a strong case, BA. I mean, finishing in the top 3, that is remarkable. He led that young Thunder team, again, to the #1 seed in the Western Conference and averaged 36 and 5. He also led the league at 2 steals per game. What a season.
Now here's Holmgren. Tries again. Brown with the steal. Here's Tatum. Rejected by Holmgren.
You can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. For 3, Porzingis. Williams grabs the board. Thunder leading by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. They get the rebound. Pass to Holmgren. It's Dort on the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Hartenstein. Nails the baby hook.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Brown with it. Williams defending. Now Tatum. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Brown. Releases from the wing and drills it.
A superb mid-range shooter. All Brown needs is some separation, and he's ready to pull up.
Pass to Holmgren. From behind the arc. Rebound Boston. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Brown. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. And so it's Holmgren with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Williams from long range. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Outside White. Outside Brown. Just 5 to shoot. And they double up Porzingis. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Oh, Williams with the block.
And Williams getting his timing just right on the block. Defending with purpose.
Oklahoma City leading by 6. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's the 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Austin on offense. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. I asked him specifically about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and what their defensive game plan is for him, and Coach said we have to be active, we have to keep him in front of us, and to try to limit his chances around the rim. Their offense really opens up when he's able to attack the basket, so let's see if the defense is up for the challenge. BA?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Alec. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Oklahoma City.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
There's a great pace to Gilgeous-Alexander's game. The mid-range fits well.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Celtics trail by 8. Holiday with the ball. No points so far. Over to the left wing. Dort with a steal. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. He's established himself as an MVP candidate. But what is the ceiling of SGA in your mind, Brent?
Well, if he's there now, isn't that good enough, BA? I mean, this guy has a chance to win an MVP award in the next 6 or 7 years, and is going to be considered that caliber of player for that stretch. That's pretty awesome. He can put up big numbers, which is more impressive.
That's tipped. White with a steal. In transition. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 9 points in the game. Pass to Dort. 5 on the clock. Here's Holmgren. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Holmgren's got 5.
Yeah, it's certainly room for growth from Holmgren in the mid-range. But good to see him taking the shot rather than passing on it.
Here's Holiday. No made baskets yet. Knocks down the triple.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And Here we go. The Celtics on the run.
Now with 2 fouls here in the first quarter, everything changes for him. He's got to be more careful on defense.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Over Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Celtics. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Porzingis. The Thunder with the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams from long range. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Celtics trail by 8. Outside, Brown. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And, of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Now here's Brown. So far in this game, he's 0 for 2 at the line. That free throw no good.
What makes Brown special is his blend of smarts and effort level. Not just an intelligent player, he also gives you a phenomenal amount of energy out there.
Oklahoma City leading by 7. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Left side, Williams. Down low. Craig with a steal. Horford with it. Guarded now by Williams. And stolen by Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Horford with the block.
Swatted by Horford. In terms of defense, Al Horford up there amongst the top.
Ooh, got that one up quick.
One of the ways to get a great look from the three-point line is when you're on a fast break. The defense simply lost him.
Three-pointer. And again, Boston with the triple.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Second chance effort. Horford pulls it in.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's Pritchard. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Thunder with a lead. Pass to Wiggins. A minute 9 left in the opening quarter. Williams from long range. Unable to get that one.
not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Here's Pritchard. He's off on that one. Some solid defense from Williams. Wiggins with it. Now guarded by Brown. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Boston on offense. They're on a 15-5 run. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Williams misses.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Brown looking around. From deep. That one no good. Got it off in time. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Thunder. They lead by one. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation. Here's Hauser. And they'll get another chance. Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Oh, the long arms of Tatum. Man, do they come in handy on the glass.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast, but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Oklahoma City trailing. Caruso outside. Pass to Williams. The shake. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, it's rare to see a young player as efficient as Jalen Williams, Brent.
BA, it's been remarkable, especially when you factor in that this guy is relied on for a lot of shooting. I mean, his shooting volume is very high. This is a blossoming star for this team, and I'm not sure we can put a ceiling on what that potential is.
Now here's Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 is up. Williams grabs the board. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. They've led by as many as 11. Wallace outside. Back to Williams. Horford with a steal. Here's Craig. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Well, they've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break will add to your total in a hurry.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Wallace. Still without a bucket. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Al Horford. And already one of the more consistent three-point shooters. Cason Wallace is lethal from outside, Brent.
Really impressive BA in his first year to shoot over 40% from three. Pretty selective in the ones he took, but still his number one attribute is how disruptive he can be defensively at that guard position.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 11. Got it.
It's not surprising to see Tatum taking over offensively. I mean, he's capable of doing this on a nightly basis.
Caruso with it. Picked up by Tatum. Joe misses.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Pritchard. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
And Williams punches it home.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Now here's Caruso. Pass to Williams. Wallace outside. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. To the middle. Now the Celtics on the move. Craig, good.
Coming into the league, putting up points was no problem for Tatum, but now he's creating scoring opportunities for others.
Caruso, right side. Outside Joe. Pass to Williams. Wallace outside. Beyond the arc. No luck on that one.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Here's Pritchard. He's got 6. Cash money from 16 feet away. Pritchard's got 8.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
Pass to Caruso. Sinks it from distance. And the Thunder lead by 1. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul. The Celtics making a switch here. They kick it out to Porzingis. Three-pointer off the mark. On offense, here are the Thunder. They've led by as many as 11. Next up, they'll face the Hawks in Atlanta. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road trip. Williams misses.
When you're wide open like that, no need to fade away.
Out of bounds. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
Coming onto the floor for the Thunder, Chet Holmgren, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Pritchard. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he lays it in off the breakaway. Now it's a 3-point Oklahoma City lead. Tatum feeling it out a bit. To the paint. They kick it out to Porzingis. Caruso outside. Back to Joe. Fires the 3. He drops it from range. Joe's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, you can't let Isaiah Joe get in the rhythm from 3. He's no average one out there.
Will it go? Oh, Tatum stuffing it home.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Here's Porzingis. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Thunder leading by 4. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 11. Pass to Holmgren. No good with the triple.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Left side Porzingis. With the fadeaway. Not enough on that one as it misses.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 15. Out to the right wing. Back to Porzingis. KP wrecks the rim.
Yeah, no need to settle for a layup with Porzingis inside at that size. That's an easy jam.
Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Celtics trail by 5. Pass to Pritchard. Jacks up a 3. Williams grabs the board.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Now here's Joe. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13. Well, you hear team execs say all the time, you're either selling wins or you're selling hope. How true is that, Brett?
Well, if you're an executive BA, just be right about whatever it is that you're selling. And you got to be realistic. I mean, fans are smart. They understand where your team is. Are you a playoff competitor? Are you young and growing? So that's hope. If you're going deep into the playoff run, you want the wins.
Gilgeous-Alexander up top. He's got 13.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Alex Caruso.
He's gotten so good with that pump fake. Brown, just a pro at drawing defenders up in the air.
And both free throws good for Brown. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Dort outside. Pass to Hartenstein. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Now here's Holiday. Outside, Brown. There's the 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. They've led by as many as 11. Crosses over. That one goes. Count it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 here in the quarter.
And we're all too familiar with these kind of outbursts from SGA.
Holiday. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 15 points in the game. The kick out to Williams. Connects from downtown.
3 points.
Williams has got 11 points.
They're shooting the 3 extremely well this quarter. Be fun to see if they can keep it up.
Right side Brown. Pass to Horford. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Just an excellent pump fake by Horford there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line,
And he knocks down the first one.
They've been flawless at the line this quarter. They need to stay aggressive and keep drawing fouls. That'll help them chip away at the lead.
Horford hits them both.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Taking it inside, SGA.
And I like how they focused on getting high percentage shots, especially after the 3 balls weren't falling early on.
And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game coming at any defense that people throw at him.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 17 points in the game. Here's Williams. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Williams has got 7 points for the quarter.
He's finally started to settle down here in the second quarter. Just needed to work up a sweat.
Out to Horford. And that one drops.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Pass to Holmgren. Rebound Boston. They'll be playing host to Houston for their next game, and they'll be reaching the back half of a 4-game home stretch.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the clock. From 17. No good there. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday. White for 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Thunder leading by 5. Outside, Williams. Holmgren with it. Give him 8 points now. White with the steal. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Thunder up by 5. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And the Thunder in possession here. They've led by as many as 11. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace outside. Pass to Williams. 5 to shoot. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Holiday. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander has blossomed into this forceful guard. Just look at this performance.
Holiday with the ball. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Tatum from long range. Williams grabs the board. And they're on the break. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Left side, White. Pass to Tatum. Back to White. Outside, Holiday. Holmgren with the block. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. Clock at 2. Here's Tatum.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Here's Wallace. Gets the 3 ball to go. And it's a 12-point Oklahoma City lead.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Porzingis sets a screen. Here's Tatum. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. And Holmgren's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Pass to Wallace. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams on the wing. Shoots over Brown. Tatum pulls it in.
Only their first miss in 4 attempts. It's been a great start to the half.
Can they get it? Again, the miss by Boston.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
Outside, Williams. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
They're on fire right now, shooting 80% to start the second half.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
CELTICS Entertainment.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Pass to Holiday. Here's Tatum. And then Tatum slams it in.
And we don't always get to see this from Tatum, adding the sizzle to the steak.
Ford outside. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Wallace. He's guarded by White. Clock at 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the Thunder tack on 2 more.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a lot of things well, and this time playing with some great offensive balance.
Pass to White. 3-pointer. Good D by Wallace.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Wallace. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Right side, Porzingis. White for 3. 3-pointer goes up. 3-pointer goes down for White.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 21. Gilgeous-Alexander double team. Here's Williams. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
That's a forgotten skill as Porzingis able to get up there and throw that one away. He's finished top 10 in blocks a couple of times.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Celtics trail by 12. White looking it over. Launches a 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace outside. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace has got 6 in the quarter.
0 defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
Back to Tatum. Takes a 3. Oh, Tatum slings it from deep.
And we talk about guys who can score from all 3 levels. And for Tatum, it's 4 levels.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP.
Whoa! Jaylen Brown! A big-time finish.
And you can tell Brown is having fun. What a phenomenal dunk artist he is.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
That's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot. Outside Tatum.
Outside, Brown. And he trims the lead to single digits. Brown's got 9 points.
Even when Brown's shooting quickly, he's not rushing. He takes his time with his release.
Wallace outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's SGA. Over Holiday. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
Williams from long range. Jaylen Brown with a rebound.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, look at this. I mean, points off turnovers. So aggressive, forcing the other team to make mistakes. And it's really paid off.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break. He's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
Here's Pritchard. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Oklahoma City leading by 6. And coming off a major injury, Chet Holmgren was unbelievable in his first full season, Brendan.
Doesn't it feel like BA, he poured the concrete and a solid foundation for what his career is going to be all about? I mean, a terrific big with skill, size, toughness. The sky is the limit for this guy.
The teardrop. Left side, Brown. Outside Tatum. Goes back up. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad you can't release that one on target.
Inside, Wallace. Boston pulls it in. Pass to Holiday. And he drives in. The teardrop falls off target. Thunder with a lead. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. That's a flagrant 1 foul.
He might be lucky just to get a flagrant 1 there. Lots of contact on that play, and the officials could have gone with a more severe call.
Well, he better be on his best behavior from this point forward. One more flagrant of any kind, and he's out of this game. The Celtics making a switch here. And here's Holmgren. He's got 10. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Now Brown. Crafty. Oh, hey! How about that?
That's impressive.
And the defense didn't even see Brown coming, driving in hard and making a statement.
Here's Williams. Pass to Dort. Back to Williams. Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Holmgren. With the crossover, Williams into the lane. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. They trail by 6. Horford outside. From the arc. Hey, Horford from range.
Another big out there who can stretch the floor. Horford doing that now often.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Caruso outside. Hartenstein a screen. Caruso with it. Now Horford defending. And there's the call on Al Horford. That'll be a second foul of the game. Wallace right side. Williams from long range. Drops in the 3. Williams has got his second bucket on the night. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Outside, Brown. Back to Pritchard. Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hauser. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Back to Caruso. Dort outside. And here is Williams. Now Wallace. The 3 ball. Horford pulls it in. Here's Hauser. Gets the 3 to fall.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Here's Caruso. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Caruso's got 7 points in the game. Up top, Horford. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Outside, Williams. Wallace outside. Caruso with it. He has 7. Fires for 3. Wallace misses. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Pritchard. Back to Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Brown taking on all challengers. This kind of fearless approach is what his teammates and coaches love seeing.
Pass to Dort. Back to Caruso. Dort with it. Lets the 3 fly. Nails it from 3. So Dort's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Thunder out in front. They lead by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Pritchard. Takes the 3. The rebound by Wiggins.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Pass to Caruso. Now Hartenstein. The kick out to Wiggins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's Joe. Back to Caruso. Craig with a steal. White with it. Joe covering. White can't hit. Thunder leading by 4. They break out 5 on 3. From short range. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
To the inside. Here's Hauser. Uses the glass on the layup.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Wiggins outside. Pass to Hartenstein. Joe on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Horford pulls it in. Celtics trail by 4. about a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Fires the three. Hauser can't get it to go. And Wiggins has got the ball here for the Thunder. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Pass to Hartenstein. Let's go with a three. And Wiggins with the three.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Outside White. Shoots from 12. Off the left rim and out.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Pass to Hartenstein. Shoots over Horford. Boston pulls it in. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Outside Craig. Back to Pritchard. And there's the drive. Second chance shot. From outside the arc. Hartenstein pulls it in.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. The shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
And here comes the break. Up the floor. Hauser, that's good. Hauser's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Wiggins from long range. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Celtics trail by 5. Steps back to the paint. And stolen by Caruso. With the teardrop. And Wiggins lays it in.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. Coach was seething about the turnovers. He said, I love everything we're doing but the turnovers. They're killing us. Let's clean up that before it sinks us.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. The three is up. Gilgeous-Alexander drills a three.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
He stops. He pops. And it's Oklahoma City scoring again.
Again, it's Jalen Williams. He is in a groove, playing with confidence. Just keep finding him.
Tatum with it. Now guarded by Holmgren. Here's Pritchard to end the run. Boston, no good that time either. Oklahoma City leading by 12. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's another one for the Thunder.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Down low. Pass to Holmgren. The three. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Here's Holiday. Outside Tatum. Puts the move on. Oh, And there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein.
An ascending superstar. Tatum has really honed in on what he does best on the offensive end.
And so Tatum nails both of them.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pulls it from the top of the key. Horford pulls it in. Celtics trail by 15. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be a second foul of the game. Boston making a switch here.
Second team foul. Substitutions for the Celtics.
Right side Brown. Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
And so much power out of Tatum. Look at the elevation.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Dort. 4-3. Boston pulls it in. Now here's Tatum. Look at Tatum using his length.
What a move by Tatum. When he's pulling these off, he's impossible to defend.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the basket is good.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Fairly efficient from the three-point line. Holiday can punish you from the arc.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Just 5 on the clock. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Celtics trail by 11. Outside Tatum. White on the wing. Outside Holiday. Porzingis sets a screen. The kick out to White. Back to Holiday. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Oklahoma City ball.
Oklahoma City leading by 11. Gilgeous-Alexander up top. And again, Oklahoma City no good. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Celtics. Pass to Brown. Porzingis with it. Rejected by Holmgren. Outside Holiday. No good from outside. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. Now here's Hartenstein. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Spins. Dort outside. Outside, Williams. Second shot opportunity. Holmgren inside. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Pass to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Brown. And And out of bounds. The Celtics will take it. Celtics trail by 11. Outside Tatum. Puts up a three. Hartenstein pulls it in.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points here in the second half. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Three-pointer, Holiday. Williams grabs the board.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Gilgeous-Alexander up top. We've got 1:48 left in the final quarter. 6 to shoot. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Jaylen Brown picks one up.
Gilgeous-Alexander can hit you with a lot of moves. Tricky to defend.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Celtics trail by 15. Outside, Brown. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Third team foul.
And sly move by Brown to ensure the foul. He won't pass up on a chance to draw one off you.
At the line for 3 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. And he nails the third.
And this is the problem with playing from behind. Missing freebies takes on greater importance.
Pass to Wiggins. And here is Williams. Back to Caruso. Wiggins from long range. Porzingis grabs the board. For the Celtics, this one not looking good. Inside. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge. And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Thunder.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that anytime momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Boston on offense. 15-point game. Here's Tatum. Drills the baseline jumper. Tatum's got 31 points. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Now Joe. Jones from outside. Ooh, he buries it. And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it.